I need to remember to go pick up a copy of Black and White or Black and White 2 because I actually don't have one anymore because I gave them all to my friend and his girlfriend because they didn't have a flash card. And I was like, okay, you guys can play these. So I need to remember to go pick up a copy so I can Pokebank stuff. And also, hopefully, they'll figure out how to save for Pokebank or gen for Pokebank really quick because I'm really not going to have the patience to go and do shit on, you know, the older games as far as breeding and RNGing goes. So, you know, hopefully they figure that out soon. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a game here today against banditking15, blah, 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 standard stuff. Using my team I've been using. Opponent's got actually a pretty nice team going. Like, I like the structure of his team a lot, and it looks like it will be a threat. So, just in general, I'm going to have to watch out for everything. Mainly, it's going to be the men's and the Gengar, just because I don't have any good Ghost Resist besides Staraptor, but he does have plenty of checks to Staraptor, so I just got to watch out for his checks to Staraptor, and Staraptor should be good against his team. Otherwise, you know, Mence, I just got to make sure it doesn't set up too badly. It should be okay. But leads on his end. I mean, Tyranitar seemed like an obvious lead, but if he didn't lead with it, Staraptor should be a good U-turn pivot, so I decided to lead off with that, and he does go with T-Tar, and by U-turn pivot, I mean, if he leads with anything, I can just U-turn right out if necessary, which is the game plan, but he does lead with Tyranitar like I expected, so I'm just going to U-turn right out because I don't really want to deal with anything else. If he does stay in, which I highly doubt, because he should know I have close combat, I really doubt he's going to stay in. I should have decent enough switches to where it won't matter, but he does go into the Azumarill, and I'm like, okay, there is a chance he can go into Excadrill, predicting me to go for Volt Switch. So I'm actually going to decide right here to go for Will-O-Wisp, which he decides to go to Mence, which I'm thinking, hey, that's actually really good too. So I might as well get that. He does have Intimidate, which I think that led me more to believe that he might be like some kind of bulky Salamence or something, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading it too deep, but whatever the case, I do get the burn on Mence, which is initially nice seeming, but then he does reveal the Draco Meteor, which does miss. I think he said he was a Specs Mence, but even then it wouldn't have mattered just because my Rotom is special defensive, could have taken it. No problem, still would have gotten the Volt Switch off, so in the end it really didn't matter that much, but gonna go to Lucario right here off of the Volt Switch and just go for the Extreme Speed to take him out because that's the best thing I really have to take on Mence, because there was still that factor of he could have been Scarfed. I doubt he was Scarfed, but there was a chance he still could have been. But anyways, he goes out to Gengar right here, hoping that I am an Adamant Luke, which I am not, which, yeah, Jolly Luke is just way too good to run right now. Like, no matter what, adaptability, close combat is just going to do a fuck ton to anything, so you really don't need that much more attack power, especially if you run as Steve. But anyways, Azumarill came in, and I really can't stay in there, so I go to Ferrothorn thinking, hey, I can take a hit. He's probably just going to Waterfall anyways, or maybe even go for the Play Rough. But he goes for Superpower, which I didn't even know it got this gen. I thought it was like a tutor move from last gen, but takes out my Ferrothorn. I do get a nice amount of damage off on him, which is very nice. But now, I bring in Gengar. I think what I was trying to do was kind of make up for hacks and not really use Rotom, or I actually, no, I went into Gengar because I thought he was banded because I didn't see any Life Orb left over, so I was like, okay, get a Thunderbolt off. I don't know why I went for Thunderbolt. I should have went for Sub, but I went for Thunderbolt for some reason. I guess just on the off chance he was whatever, but T-Tar comes in on my Thunderbolts, and I'm just going to Focus Blast, which hits, and then he pursues me, thinking I would switch, and then normally I would have switched, but it's like Gengar isn't going to be that useful anyway, so I might as well just let it get sacked to this T-Tar. So I take out the T-Tar with 2 Focus Blasts, which both of them hit, so that's amazing as fuck. But he brings in the Scizor right here, and that Mega's up, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I do have checks to Scizor still floating around. Actually, I think also I kind of want to preserve Rotom just in case for some reason against the Azumarill. But whatever the case, he actually decides not to go for Bullet Punch. I guess he thought I might want to switch, predicting that Bullet Punch. He went for a U-turn, and that crit did not kill me, folks. I know, amazing. But I do die from Sandstorm. He brings in the Azumarill just because he didn't really want to bring anything else, I guess. But here I go into Staraptor and just go for Brave Bird. I knew I could probably take an Aqua Jet, so I risked it. I do take it, and I will be able to take my Brave Bird rather. And that is nice because now Azumarill is out of the way and no longer a threat, which means I don't know what. I still think I actually did not bring in Rotom because I wanted to make up for that little bit of Draco hacks, but I actually don't really remember why. Maybe I was just being stupid and just trying to do other stuff. But whatever, Excadrill came in, And I just Brave Bird it with Staraptor because I was like, hey, let's just break the random balloon and get a free switch out to something, and you know, that's what happens. And luckily the Sandstorm wore off that turn. Actually, it might have had Mold Breaker, but I don't know. Whatever the case, go into Greninja and just hit him with the Dark Pulse and take him out. So that is nice. But now he's going to go into Scizor, and he could have Bullet Punched me right there, but I guess he thought, oh, I can probably take a hit and then just kill him off with the U-turn. But I unfortunately for him get the crit, which he would have lived, but the only difference would have been I would have brought it down to like a, or he would have brought it down to like a 2-0, probably, just because I would have had Lucario to revenge him and also the Rotom to revenge him. So otherwise, you know, I take him out in that game. So GG guy, it was a fun game, but a little bit of hacks, but you know, it wasn't too incredibly bad. But anyways, that'll be it for this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, recommend, sub, and later guys.